had family visiting for like the last 2 weeks. And that means I've barely grocery shopped because we've just been eating out constantly. Dinners, breakfasts, coffees, everything. So my fridge is literally bare. I've written a big list and we're going to go restock on all the essentials to have a nice week of home-cooked meals. I have a list. I usually use this book only because Pickle has eaten it. So I just use this to write my lists in. And I kind of just use this as like a random list thing of like things that I need to do, household stuff, groceries. But what I usually do is I break it down into categories: meat, veg, pantry, dairy, home. And then if Pickle needs anything specific, like bones or chews or food or whatever. And then also I kind of write out like a loose plan of the meals that we're going to eat for the week. Yeah, that's how I break it up. My handwriting is not cute by any means. This is not for display. It is for function, and the function is fast. So my writing is messy. Only I need to be able to read it, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, as you can see, I just break it up into the different categories and just have like a loose idea. And the goal is to plan out meals that share ingredients, so you're not overbuying and buying all these different things and racking up your shopping bill. So yeah, I try to plan out meals that share a lot of the same components so that our fridge isn't overstocked. We don't end up spending above our means for the week, and we get a nice sort of variety of meals while also, you know, keeping it low cost, because in this economy we need to. And I'd like to go on a holiday later in the year and not waste all my money on grocery shopping. So we keep it cheap, but we keep it delicious always, because I can't stand a bland meal. No thanks. Anyway, let's go to the grocery store. Sitting in bed right now. I just filmed a favorites video, which will be up by the time you're watching this vlog. I've just been sitting here reading. My current read is If Beale Street Could Talk. I'm really enjoying it. I love the way that James Baldwin can wrap up so much meaning and emotion in a really succinct sentence. It's like 3:30 and there's this used bookstore that I've been wanting to check out for a while now. I just want to go to check it out. It's just like a nice way to wind down my day. But yeah, let's go to the used bookstore. Pray for me that I don't spend too much money. Come to High Street because I'm officially on the hunt for a wool or cashmere sweater, because I am just freezing all the time and I'm sick of wearing my pink and maroon stripe one. I don't love it that much and I feel like I just hate it. So I want something neutral colored. And I've got 2 hours to find something. And then I might get myself a coffee and sit down in a cafe. I've just been listening to The Mountain Is You, and this girl, she needs it. But my main mission today is to find a warm sweater. Let's go. I'm going to the gym to do Pilates. There's like a reformer that you can use, and it's got like a screen with a bunch of classes on it. I'm really hoping it's free because I don't know if you're supposed to book it. I couldn't see any information when I was at the gym last, but maybe I didn't look hard enough. So fingers crossed it's free because I really want to use it. This is like the closest thing I could find to the road glazing milk. It's a lot more watery. I know the road one's quite thick, but it's got the same sort of ingredients. It's ceramide, and it's like a milky toner, and it's super hydrating. But ideally I would like to try the road one, but this one has been really good so far. It makes my skin so glowy. Like since winter, my skin has been so dry. It's actually ridiculous. I mean, I'm almost out of this, but this has been super hydrating as well. And I would definitely repurchase. It's like so hard to get out. Oh my God. That's probably too much, but whatever. I'll put it down my face, down my neck. I'll put it down my neck as well. But I would say that this one's definitely more of like a night cream. If you have really dry skin, this could work for you during the day as well, like in the morning, but definitely not in the summer months. You'd want to go something for a little bit lighter. But for winter, this has been really great for me. And then for my body care, I'm mixing these two. This is a rich hemp seed oil. It's just a moisturizing like cream. And then this is a lymphatic body oil, which has got, what's in it? Sweet almond oil, pink grapefruit oil, cypress oil, lemon oil, hemp oil, jojoba oil. I think it's more of a massage oil, but when I mix it in with my body moisturizer, it smells really good, and I don't know if it does the job, but it was relatively inexpensive from Chemist Warehouse. Beautiful. I'm gonna make a cup of tea, and then I'm finally gonna sit down and actually do some journaling. I feel like my morning routine has been out of whack recently. I am in this horrible habit of just waking up and checking my phone as soon as my alarm goes off, and then I just waste the morning. And then by the time I get back from taking Pickle for a walk, I've got to sit down and start work. So it's really bugging me that I keep doing that bad habit. So what I actually did was, I ordered a alarm clock on Amazon so I can leave my phone out of my bedroom, and I can leave it out in the kitchen to charge overnight instead of having it by my bed. And the alarm clock has a light. I think it's called a sunrise alarm clock, and it like wakes you up really softly and nicely. So I'm hoping that that will stop me from going on my phone first thing in the morning, because it's not even going to be in the room. And then I'll either read when I first wake up or do my morning pages. I just don't like doing my morning pages from bed. Like, it's very uncomfortable. So, but it's so cold to get up in the morning. I know that's such a dumb barrier, but it is freezing. So yeah, I think at least if I can get my phone out of my bedroom, that's going to help me a lot. And I'm excited for this new alarm clock. I think it's going to arrive today, so I'll show you. And then tomorrow I also have a very exciting package arriving. It's from Paloma Wool. It's a pair of shoes. I'm very excited. I was very naughty to buy this. But yeah, no more shopping for me for a while now. I've kind of got everything that I need at the moment, so I definitely need to chill on the spending. Did you just vomit? What's going on? I also don't have a kettle yet, if you haven't noticed. So this is me boiling my water in a pot every morning on the stove. I do want to get a kettle. Oh, it's just another thing to add to the list of things that I need to do. So it can wait. I feel like there's been more urgent things on my list than a kettle. This will do for now, even though it's very annoying. I just wanted to quickly talk about my thoughts on this. I think maybe I had the wrong expectations for this book. It is described as a queer coming of age story, and I just felt like her relationship with Melanie was completely skipped over, and I really wanted to delve deeper into that. Although I did enjoy reading about her religious experience, because I myself am not religious really at all, and I find it really interesting to read about experiences of people who are in extreme religious circumstances and how their worldview can be very narrowed by faith and very sheltered by faith. I think what I enjoyed the most is that when Jeanette is coming to terms with her sexuality, it really forces her to take a step back and view her faith through a different lens and really decide that if this is something that she wants to continue forward with. But overall, I think you should definitely pick this up. It's not a bad book. I think maybe I just had the wrong expectations and I wanted a little bit more romance, but it's definitely a good read, and I would read more of Jeanette Winterson for sure. I've also picked up a fair few new books recently. I have put myself on a ban from going to the bookstore because I just can't help myself, and I think I'm delusional about how much I actually can read versus how much I want to read. So I really need to pull the reins a little tighter on myself, but I will just quickly go through these. 3 of them were a 3 for 2 book deal at Readings on all translated fiction, so I really couldn't pass that up because I do really love a good translated fiction. The first one I picked up was Reservoir Bitches by Dalia de la Cerda. Sorry, my pronunciation is trash. But this was longlisted for the International Booker Prize of 2025, and this is her debut novel. It tells a story of 13 Mexican women, and it's basically just follows the lives of these 13 different women, and all of their stories are interlinked. So I think this will be really interesting, and I just can't get over the cover. It's just so sick. I absolutely love it. I think this will be a really interesting and kind of gritty, funny read. So yeah, I'm excited for this. Next is something I'm sure you've all read. I have seen a lot about this book. It's My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. This is the first novel in her series. I'm super excited to read this, but I think I'm going to save it until it's a little bit warmer so I can really get into like the Italian sort of vibe. I don't know. I feel like this book's going to make me a little bit emotional once I get through the series, but I have very high hopes for this, extremely high hopes. So let me know if you've read it. But yeah, I think I'm going to save this until winter is over. Next is Kairos by Jenny Erpenbeck. And I hadn't seen or heard of this book before. And this was the winner of the International Booker Prize last year in 2024. So it should be good. I'll read you the back of it. Berlin, 11th of July, 1986. They meet by chance on a bus. She is a young student. He is older and married. Theirs is an intense and sudden attraction fueled by shared passion for music and art and heightened by the secrecy they must maintain. But when she betrays him with a colleague, the relationship takes a darker turn. Just as the GDR begins to crumble, ushering in a new era whose great gains also involve profound loss. Sounds good. Also, love the cover of this one. I love the contrast of the black and white with the yellow. Kind of similar to why I love this. I think I love this because the pink is so jarring and bright, and then you have the contrast of this like sick image. Obsessed. And then second to last is Notes from Underground by Fyodor Dostoevsky. This will be my first book by him. I really am ambitious to read The Brothers Karamazov, but I think I need to start with something smaller by him just to get familiar with his work. I think from what I've garnered from other people that his work can be a little bit hard to get used to, so I do want to read one of his smaller ones first, and I was recommended to get this one. I was thinking about getting White Nights, but somebody else recommended me this, so I'm going to start with this instead. And then the last one that I got is A Way of Life Like Any Other by Darcy O'Brien. Can't lie, love the cover. It follows the life of Darcy O'Brien, and he's a child of Hollywood. His dad starred in westerns and his mother was an actor, and the family enjoyed the high life of their estate Casa Fiesta, but his parents' careers have crashed and their marriage is broken up too. Lovesick and sex-crazed, the mother sets out on an incontinental quest for the right or wrong man, while her mild-mannered but manipulative former husband clings to his memories in California. And their teenage son, how he struggles both to keep faith with his family and to get by himself, and what in the end he must do to break free, makes for a classic coming-of-age story, a novel that combines keen insight and devastating wit to hilarious and heartbreaking effect. I love a coming-of-age story, coming-of-age movies, coming-of-age books, all of it. They make me feel really nostalgic for my own life, which I know I say that at 25, but I always wonder what my kind of like coming-of-age arc would be. And yeah, I don't know. They make me nostalgic for my younger years, but again, excited to read this, although I don't think it has like the best reviews, but pickle please. I'll be the judge of that.
Like a bullet fire, starting again until the end, only when you're paying attention to them. And everyone was getting in, but you can't swim, and all the waves were crashing in.
You guys, I have been waiting hours to open this. Every time. Every time I get the camera out, he decides it's time for him to start barking. These are not for you. What an iconic box. Sorry, these are probably gonna be the most fun shoes. Get in. Oh my god. These are probably gonna end up being the most fun pair of shoes that I own. And I plan to never get rid of them. Are you actually joking? That is like absolute perfection right there. These are never seeing the light of day in wet weather because I am not taking any chances of ruining this pony hair. You actually have no idea how stoked I am with these. They also had them in a brown sort of naturally color and then like plain black leather, but I was like, and I searched the internet high and low to see if I could find an alternative for these that was cheaper, but I literally couldn't find anything similar. I could find like similar shape, but not the blue pony hair. I don't know. They're obviously not going to be for everybody's taste, but I just feel like I am obsessed with these and they're extremely comfortable. It's Friday night, which means I usually do a bit of a clean of my house because it just, by the end of the week, it's always messy. And then I'll do like more of a clean tomorrow morning, like after I've had, you know, walk-in coffee and all that stuff. But I'm going to give the house a quick little zhuzh. It just needs, the kitchen needs to be cleaned. My room needs to be cleaned. And then I might go play some pool, but I'll see how I'm feeling. Look at this little baby. This little baby. Oh my God, he's so heavy.
Don't you believe anything? No, I don't. Know where the money goes. Just as the river flows.
I'm also gonna order Thai food, but I don't know what I want. I always get a green curry, but maybe I'll get something else. Ooh, they have a lab. Maybe I'll get that with a roti. And oh my God, should I get some dessert as well? I might have to get a sticky rice with mango. Yes, thank you. Done.